My girl is divorcing me. She wants 40 million. I'll give her 100. I still love her. I was always a good boy.
This video could go any kind of way, but I do want to talk about this kind of stuff. I've had the light version of this with my ex, my Model X that I was dating. I've had the light version. Luckily, it wasn't too bad because I never let it get that bad, and I was able to see things a little later on before things got real bad. But in this case, it's real bad. Not only everyone has warned him that this girl's no good for you. His coaches, mentors, other celebrities that are connected to this person, and even some of the people on the same, football team as he is in. But it only got worse because the thing is, and I don't understand this whole ideal of wanting to get married real quick. This is okay for me personally. If I was gonna get married to someone, we gotta be dating for 2 years, and then 2 extra years. The 2 extra years, the third and fourth year, you gotta be living with me, or I live with you, vice versa. That way, I get to know your habits and what you're really about. Because the stuff you see on social media is not the complete truth about somebody, especially this person that Travis Hunter has, sacrificed his whole 40 million. Yeah, pretty much a large amount. Which I'm gonna be honest, I hope he never quits his football job because it's like you're gonna have to make that stuff right back up after losing it like this. Because that's a lot, even for someone like him. That's a lot of money. That's probably like a quarter. That's like a quarter of what Mahomes makes. And I do think he's overpaid as much as I like Mahomes, but sometimes he's overpaid. But that's besides the point. And look, I looked into the story, and I felt sorry for him initially because that does happen. You do get yourself hitched pretty often. And it not just only celebrities, real life people too. They get hitched, but because what it is, they show that they have lack of experience with women, and these kind of women will attach themselves like a leech to someone who's less experienced. And the only reason I don't know for a fact, but the fact that Travis Hunter looks a lot younger, I think she liked that part, and she knows that he had a lot of money, so it was a good payday for her. So that's why she used him, and then trashed him by sleeping with another teammate, and got a DM. Now I looked into more of the story. The thing that I find weird is before she said on online that she kept his messages, his DMs unread for a month. This is where I can't feel sorry because then that's kind of on you at that point. Now I can understand 3 days. I can understand if you're a guy and you get left unread for 3 days. I understand that. Okay, fine. She might be busy. But a whole month! A whole month! A whole month! Is anything clocking? It's not clocking to you. A whole month, that's a long time. Ain't no way she was... It's like his mentors were right. This is not no hate or anything. But you do got to be careful. Whether you're a famous celebrity or not, you do got to be very careful. And stop chasing after validation from people that want nothing to do with you. I've said it first, and I know I'm going to get clowned. I know I'm going to get people in the comments. I know people are going to try to compare me to red pill shit, because this is not red pill shit. Because this goes for anyone, even for girls who chase guys that don't want them. Stop chasing people that want nothing to do with you. Quit making yourself a fool for someone else to take advantage of you. If you show that you're inexperienced, they're going to take advantage of that lack of experience and take you for a ride just like this. And this is an expensive ride. I guess I feel sorry for him for losing a lot of the bands, but I feel like everything he's just done was definitely self-inflicted. This is where you get the proper usage of the word simp, because this is, how do you get left for red for a whole month and then think in your head, oh, she's into me. She's into me. And it's like, this dude this dude plays for a legit football team. He could get anybody else he wanted. He really could. But, he was such a fool to get himself stuck with this one woman who was obviously red flags, who was obviously trying to get money, bands, and attention. And I've said this before, and don't be dating people who are trying to become famous on social media, because they'll do anything. They will take advantage of you. Most people who want attention online are narcissists. They will do anything to gravitate attention. It's not clocking. And it's always not clocking with a bunch of dudes. It's always a bunch of dudes who get so emotional, lose their entire life for this. And you know what? Like I said, I had the light stuff of this, and this is why I'm kind of traumatized, because, when I'm not nowhere near a famous person. But my model ex-girlfriend really fucked me. And not in the good way. I'm talking about, got me for at least, I'm not gonna say how much money, but enough money, put me through some trauma, put me in dangerous situations I should have never been in. And this is what happens when you don't listen to and this is why I believe that people should have a PR team. Because the PR team is not only there so you don't get yourself canceled for something, the PR team is also going to help you, because then it gets you out of situations like this. Because they're not going to just advise, but they're going to watch and make sure you're not doing nothing stupid. And that includes having girls that have the red flags, because they could see that stuff. They could see that. They could check the social medias. They can verify every activity that she's doing. The point I'm trying to get to is, this guy was a fool because he just did not understand. He didn't understand the writing on the wall. I mean, the fact that she didn't answer him for a whole month, that's not love, bud. That's something else. That is extreme amount of hormones. And I'm going to be honest, you could be attracted to anybody you want. But you have the power. You have the power to not respond to that. You have the power to not ask out the person. You control if you ask out someone. Yeah, you're going to be attracted to multiple people. Everyone is. But you have the power in know-how when to just not mess with that person. You really do. And move on. If you're not getting reciprocation, it's time to move on. Leave her alone. Do something else, bud. It's like you got enough clout. It's like he has got enough clout and money. Well, I don't know about that no more. But he's not a bad looking kid. And I get he's younger. I will give him the charitability that he was younger, and that's probably got him to making these mistakes. But the reason why I get mad at men who make these mistakes, because I had a small sample of this. And it's good that he's done this in his 20s rather than 40s. Like 40s or 50s, it would turn to a Shannon Sharp situation, and then nobody's going to have charity on you, because you should be experienced enough to understand not to go for the social media types. That's all.